Welcome back, guys. So you're rejoining me at the second round of Swiss here at the Beanie Games Star Wars X-Wing Miniatures Game Store Championship 2017. I did promise that local celebrity Panit Taylor would be on the stream this round, and I promise we will get to him. He's still going to have his little treat for actually winning a game. But when I saw the pairings, we've got a T Squadron Derby here with Steve Boxer Shorts Christian, to give him his proper title. In fact, I think he's got his little... Oh, he's moved it. He did have his little plaque out for us. Oh, it's just to the side of the table there, against our very own Crazy Ken. So it looks like we've got two dashes, but we definitely don't. Ken is running a very similar build to Raster's Euros list. So it's a 99 Rebel squad using the Force Awakens damage deck. We have Miranda Doney in her K-Wing. She has cluster missiles. Oh no, sorry, cluster. He's just wrote clusters. Alright, I'm assuming it's cluster mines. Right? Yeah, it'll be cluster mines. Cluster mines, Coronet, Advanced Slam, Sabine Ren, extra munitions, and twin laser turret. And we've got Lebo. Lebo has Ray countermeasures. The Outrider title with a Mangler cannon, so he doesn't want a donut with that Power Skill 5 Power C. That's the main difference between his list and the Raptors. But he's still utilising that Lone Wolf that we see is so popular at the moment. Stephen is playing Luke Fishy Townsend's list from the... I believe he just won a Star Championship with it yesterday, was it? Slight variation on it. He's went for a 96-point initiative bid. Or rather, he's went for a 4-point initiative bid. So he's got Poe Dameron. It's the Particle 9 Poe Dameron, I believe, yeah. With Push Limit, BB-8, Auto Thrusters, Prime Thrusters, and Black 1. I think he's went for 96 points, so he can definitely pick the initiative against that Worlds list. And then he's got Dash Rendar with pretty classic Dash build. Veteran Instincts, Heavy Laser Cannon, Ray countermeasures, and the Outrider title. So he has got a donut. That should be fine here, except maybe for Miranda slamming, but then Miranda's not shooting. Stephen, obviously running Dash, has picked Debris as his obstacles, and Ken's picked Debris as well. So, both using the Force Awakens damage decks. Obviously don't want to lose those Outrider cannons, don't want to lose the TLT, don't want to lose Push the Limit or Poe's own pilot ability. We're trying just in the opening moves here. Steve, for the rest of the day I'm going to be using a European Championships Challenge coin to denote initiative. Doesn't matter too much in this match, but in any kind of Alpha Strike late game or any kind of matchup we had in the last one with interesting interactions that happened at the same time, like Ray and Palab, as we had in the last game, it matters for stuff like that. Was that in? Okay, for ease, by the way, guys, both of Ken's ships are repainted. So the repainted Outrider is Lebo. The normal Outrider is Dash. Sorry, couldn't get the dice camera to work there. So this is Dash against Miranda. Harlan, that damage good and heavy. How many shields was that? 3 shields. Could pop shields in when you're losing. Sorry, you don't have to do him now. He's regen 1. Okay, right. So Miranda's going to regen a shield now by rolling one fewer dice. 1 hit and a focus. Spending that focus token for 2 hits on Dash. Dash rolls an evade and a focus. Loses 1 shield. Good stuff. And the second TLT shot, a hit, which is dodged. That's the only shooting this round. I'm sorry I was caught off guard there, guys. I wasn't expecting combat quite that quickly. I was expecting to fill the airwaves a bit like I did last round. I was expecting a lot more flirtation, but they've just went straight for it. Ham? Maybe ham and cheese.
Ham and cheese pudding.
Oh, no, thank you. Could I get some water as well, please? Thank you. Sorry about that. Grandma's just doing a sandwich run. Variety of hot and chilled refreshments and beverages available here at Beanie Games. For anyone just tuning in for this game, we've got 40 players here today. According to FFG guidelines, that means it's going to be 5 rounds of Swiss with a cut to the top 8 players. I'm going to be here with you all the way through, and we'll see at what point I lose my mind. Our regional, I definitely lost it trying to keep track of Seb Brady's TLT shots when he wasn't using dice cam. So I believe that's the focus there for Lebo. Tends to be, got to build up that race stock. Yes, I find it really interesting that both players engage so quickly when, knowing them both, they both usually quite like to stock up a bit on Ray first, but neither of them giving the other the opportunity to do so. And obviously the particles mean that both can ships move first, and seems to be fortressing in the middle of the table. Wasn't aware that was a thing. Dash barrel rolling and get a shot on Miranda there. He's got to keep that pressure on. Here comes the BB-8 stuff. It's a 2 forward, which is green. Does BB-8. Is he going to push off it? Pushes the limit to focus. Doesn't bother putting the stress token down because he's doing a green. And now he can perform another action, which is a boost. So just sort of bugging out there. Lebo might still just be in. Lebo raise, dash raise. Dash going for that range-free shot through an obstacle, but obviously no range benefit because it's a heavy laser cannon. 4 hits is a good roll. Is that just all going to go through? Is that just all going through? 2 shields, 2 face down damage cards. That is chunks into Miranda there. She can't regen that quickly. Yeah, that was just 2 face down damage cards there. Port obviously not got a shot on. Are we going to get Miranda firing back at Dash here then? I assume we are. Is he going to do a regen? He's rolling 3 dice. He's not taking the opportunity to get a shield back. Is this Lebo? Did Miranda slam? Did I miss Miranda slam? There wasn't a slam token out there. Apologies if Miranda slammed. Yeah, sorry, I missed Miranda slam. So that's can't use a weapons disabled token just so I can follow it a bit better there. I know I'm not supposed to interrupt, but I don't mind shouting at these 2 rocket rates. Any weird noises, by the way, are definitely the mic's fault. I'm not having a lovely ham and cheese sandwich while this is going on. Although if I did have a lovely ham and cheese sandwich, I'd like to thank Susan Carter here at Beanie Games for making me a lovely ham and cheese sandwich. But obviously I'm a professional and I don't eat ham and cheese sandwiches when I'm supposed to be commentating. And just being extra careful. So guys, don't feel free, or rather do feel free, don't feel afraid to get in touch via the comment section. Any questions about the field or how any individuals are doing, I'm happy when Lee's got a minute to chase that up on the TO's laptop. I think I'm going to try and show whatever Puneet's game is going to be next round, but after that, if there's any requests for particular players, as long as they've got a shot of being inning and winning, we'll get them on for you. So is this a slam from Miranda here? And advanced slam to focus. Poor reveals a green, does a barrel roll, pushes limp for a focus, I'm going to guess. Yeah, does the manoeuvre, then probably does a boost. Are you using Dash's ability? He's using Dash's ability there. Just like a tease, Stephen, don't worry about it. Dash onto Miranda, HLC. Spending that focus for 4 hits. I believe Lebo just two shields off Dash. Sorry about that, just had to have a quick chat with the TO about unrelated stuff. Lebo turning in a little bit. Oh, Stephen. Stephen. Can barrel rolling Lebo there? Is that an attempt to block dash? Oh, sorry, while I was having a chat with Tio, Miranda died. To be fair, she had just taken 4 damage from the HLC when I was interrupted. Surely there's no way Lebo can take this by himself. Yeah, while you came over, Miranda died. I didn't notice.
It's just Miranda. Was it Ken's Miranda?
It was Ken's Miranda.
Oh.
Only Ken has Miranda. In all fairness, guys, when I missed that Miranda death, it was a very interesting Dengar mirror match blinded pilot interaction that had just occurred. So, I think it was well worth it. I was entertained. Has that countermeasures gone on Lebo then? Cool. Fun fact, until very recently, both of these lists were running Scavenger Crane for their countermeasures. Is that Dash's countermeasures as well? Dash is not in the donut, so Dash onto Lebo, his best friend. 2 hits. It must be through an obstacle. Oh, countermeasures dice, of course. The Lone Wolf does not bail him out. Well, it kind of does, but he has to spend the Ray focus. The only other shot will be Lebo back onto Dash, so I'll stick with the camera. Lone Wolf's. At least Lone Wolf's. Oh, it's going to be on now. Mangler cannons that to a crit. Dash blanks out, spends the focus. Takes a crit, which is a shield. Yeah. It's all fine, that should be the only shots. So Dash has 1 shield remaining. I can't quite make out Lebo. So, for anyone who doesn't know how Stephen got his call sign, I believe it was the first Yavin Open. We were sharing a hotel room together. I woke up to find Stephen rummaging through my suitcase, sniffing my used boxer shorts. Stephen just asked me if swearing's loud. We purposely muted it when you and Ken went over, so yeah, we've muted the game camera. Yeah, apparently he was doing the guy trick to see if it was clean. I don't know why he was so concerned if I had clean underwear or not. Apparently he thought they were his. No, I'm pretty sure he had a backpack and not a tartan suitcase. Since then, all of our smalls, drawers, like dirty clothes bags, things like that, all padlocked. Many people refusing to share a room with Stephen. Fair warning to the Halls Angels community, because some of you will be lumped with him come nationals. Amazingly, still allowed to teach as well. Don't think we're going to see much in the way of dice being rolled this turn. Must say I'm surprised how much damage Steve's pushed through already, considering we're only 20 minutes in, because usually he goes to time. Especially with this list, he usually goes to time. I did forget earlier, guys, but I've just noticed we do have a couple of new viewers there, so I will type out these lists for you now while they do their dials.
And then you can get the...
Steve loves flying Poe into these corners, so I don't think we're going to see any real stuff happen for a while I'm doing this typing, but last time I looked away for a moment, I missed Miranda die, so... Dash closing in Lebo there. There's going to be some HLC shots getting fired this round. Dash barrel rolling onto Debris because he's Dash. So maybe no combat there then. Stephen is a very conservative player with this list, as I've said before. Even though there's so much damage being done already, we might well see this go on time. Dash still has a shot on Lebo, sword over to Dice Cam. Rolls presumably nothing. Lebo back at Dash, Mangle Cannon. Rerolls for one off. Spends Fox Taunt, gets a hit and a crit. Dash dodges one, loses shield. Fox Taunt's go back on Ray, obviously. So, like I say, I'm expecting to see very conservative play from Stephen here, just because it's his usual style. I think a lot more people may be a bit more gung-ho about the whole situation, but he is conceding half points for Dash now, I believe, so that's our thing. If he loses Dash, Lebo is 8 more points in the poor, so that's something to bear in mind. But in all likelihood, he's going to get half points from Lebo. I believe Lebo still has 2 shields. But we could very well see some combat from Poor this turn. Nah, it's probably out. Here comes the boost. So that probably puts Poor in range 3, which is, it's a happy place for him. He's got his auto thrusters, so he's not getting a range bonus, but he hasn't taken any damage yet. And Ken will want to fire at Dash if he can at all. Finish the job. Well, unless there's a very big barrel roll forward, he's not going to be shooting. Stephen goes for barrel roll so that he can fire Dash's best mate. Maybe getting a bit of obstacle between them as well, I'm not entirely sure. It's hard to tell because it's sticky out bit. Poor is range 3. Off to Dice Cam. Poor gets, looks like 2 hits. Ooh, Ken totally blanks out. Lone Wolf rerolls for 1. Loses Ash shield. That's Lebo on 1 shield now, I believe. And straight back over push shot. I'm not sure if it's obscured or not. We'll know from how many dice Ken rolls anyway. Stephen deciding whether or not to spend that focus token. He's going to leave it as 1 hit. It is through the obstacle. No.
Where was the line? No.
This is Lebo back at Dash for 3 crits. So Stephen very glad he kept that focus. Still taking accurate. Shaken. So that's shaken part, so Dash can't go straight forward next turn. Boo hoo. It's looking like I see a bank in Dash's future. It looks like Lebo might actually still be on 4 shields. I can't really see his top.
This is the next game, mate. Alright. Well,
League's Lebo's got 4 shields. Yeah, Lebo does have 4 shields left. I couldn't see it properly earlier. We've just had a comment on the stream from Ross Sampson saying go B-Wings. Unless he's further back in time. I'll be sure to pass that support along. So let's see if Ken's now filled with resolve from Ross's cheering on of the B-Wings that are nowhere to be seen. So he can pause shots on Lebo. Just the one hit. Lebo dodges effortlessly. Dash on Lebo looks like it's obscured. It's not obscured. Focuses, I'm guessing. Keeps the focus for defence. Like I say, very conservative player is Stephen. Ken blanks out. Lone Wolf's into a blank. So that's 1 shield left for Lebo now, I guess. So very close to giving up half points for Lebo. He's got a pick who to shoot. He's keeping on with Dash, and I respect that decision. 3 crits again. Oh, Ken's on fire. Ken's doing a celebratory jig. We don't have a camera to show that's happening. Stephen blanks out. That looks like a dead Dash. Damage cockpit. It's a particle 0 Dash. So he's got 1 hull left as a structural damage, reducing Stephen's agility to 1 with Dash. It's a major hull breach, so well, that's not really going to do anything. It means the future hits will be face up, but there's only 1 hull left. And well, Lebo now moves after Dash and shoots before Dash, so that will be interesting. Crit tokens out there, nice to see. So if Lebo can kill Dash, which is looking very likely, Lebo's worth more points than Poe, but if Lebo loses 1 more shield, he's conceding half points. It is now anyone's game. But if Ken keeps on rolling 3 crits over and over again, then it's not going to be for long. Steve blanked out.
Steve's firing blanks as usual.
Be interesting to see if it would have been the same story had Steve spent that focus token on attack, but like I say, he's a very conservative player. Stephen remembered his crit there thanks to the crit tokens. Dash on the run. Probably barrel rolls further away. Yeah. We're down to 40 minutes remaining in this round, if anyone's wondering, but I think for once Stephen isn't going to go to time. Not with Ken rolling 3 crits after 3 crits after 3 crits. So, pause inevitable green manoeuvre and do loads of stuff. BB8's for a barrel roll. I can't quite make out the manoeuvre, but we'll find out after he pushes for a focus. Oh, it's a 1 bank. What a surprise. Then probably a boost. Or maybe a target lock. He's doing the boost. You really need to knock that last hull off Lebo. So the raise happen. Range free from port onto Lebo. Two hits and a crit for Stephen there. Ken gets, I assume he spent focus token. Ken evades it all. That is the focus token spent on defense though. Ken, I believe he's firing back a paw there. I didn't see the measure range on a dash, so. And that's a paw ability, so it was paw, yes. Dash doesn't have a shot on. So this is a much more interesting game now, thanks to all those growth. Hi, Nick. Our view count has trickled up a little bit again there, so just to welcome the new viewers. You're watching the Beanie Games X-Wing Star Championship 2017. We've got a bit of a T-Squadron derby going on. For new viewers, we've got crazy Ken Davies. He's got Lebo left with 1 shield and all of his hull. It's a Lone Wolf Mangler Lebo. He's up against a Dash that's wearing all the crits. I mean, it's particle 0. It's got -1 agility. He's got 1 hull left. And a BB8 Black 1 Prime Thrusters build and put. With PTL, of course. Lebo is the repainted Outrider with a little chopper minifig sitting on the base there. And Dash is the one with all the crit tokens. Steve's technically winning, but Dash just needs to get looked at and he's dead. Lebo is worth more points than Poe, but Stephen is 1 shield away from getting half points for Lebo. Poe does the usual 4 stuff. I think there's definitely more combat between Lebo and Dash, so if Poe can take this away now, that would be exactly what Stephen needs. So this is going to be range 1 now. I assume some rain will happen. Steam's ran out of rare focus tokens there. Range 1, onto Lebo, all important shot. 2 crits and a hit is impressive. Lone Wolf reroll for Ken there. He spends the focus token, that's 1 shield gone and a crit. Oh, there was 2 shields left. Okay. Can't see Ken's shields very well for you. Yeah, okay. He's out of shields now. Sorry, it's just difficult to see Ken's shields from over on the table. Lebo's return fire. But Stephen has now got half points on Lebo, which was really what he needed. This is a good shot on Poe. Poe auto-thrusters because it's not an arc. And takes a shield. And just to reiterate, this is not a regen Poe. This is a do all the barrel rolly weird stuff Poe. The black one sort of build. It's quite a savvy call. We have quite a lot of Dengatel here, and I'm assuming that's what the 96-point initiative bid's for as well. So Dash just moving first again, just to clarify for everyone, he is parental 0 now from the many crits he's got. Structural damage has been removed, so at least Dash is back up to agility 2. And I think he's probably not going to be getting shot at this turn. Okay, so Ken trying to block it. Stephen's almost definitely done a 1 forward with Poe. A 1 bank, sorry, with Poe. It's his usual only thing he ever does. Interestingly, Ken wouldn't be able to play like this if he was playing a donut hole outrider. Playing the Mangler just gives him more flexibility, really. But obviously, less damage output. But when he rolls 3 crits like that all the time, who cares about that? Well, sorry Nick, I'll stick something that's not an outrider on the next table. I am hoping to get Paneet, whatever Paneet's playing against on stream, as a special treat because he's won a game today. So we're going to have a bit of a hashtag pray for Paneet special next round. Of course, I can't promise he won't be up against Dash and Miranda or Dash and Poe. I think Dash might end up in trouble this turn. Barrel rolling further back there. I think Lebo might have went in hot intentionally though, just to get the shot on Dash. But he hasn't went hot in on Dash. Dash is going to be alright. He's still sort of trying to get that Poe kill. To be fair, now that Lebo's given up half points, he is going to need the pole kill as well as the dash kill. There is still plenty of time with half an hour left, but certainly not as sure a thing as it was with that quick Miranda kill. So we are Lebo on a pole. Only 2 crits this time, 1 hit and 2 crits. Poor dodges 2, loses another shield. So that's only 1 shield for Paul left for Paul now. Ken wouldn't be able to fly Lebo like this if he had a HLC instead of Mangle Cannon. And Mangle Cannon is a very savvy choice over HLC if all you roll is crits. You've got 27 minutes. Range 3 through a rock with the Mangle Cannon here. Two crits and 1 hit. And there's a rare Poor Dameron focus spend. There's no shots back. Dash has got a good stock up on Ray now, he'll need that to help keep him alive. I think we're going to see Lebo 1 sharpen, which probably means Dash probably shouldn't, but I can't really see what's better for Dash there.
That's true. I can teach you the tabletop standing in a couple. Well, probably in 2 sessions down there. That's 25 minutes on the round.
Ooh, and that's a cheeky one sharp there. We're seeing some masterful stalling skills going on from Steve here.
Masterful stalling. Yes.
So what do we think, guys? Is Stephen ever going to re-engage? Is Dash going to live till the end of this? Ken has to kill both ships now. He's conceding half points for Lebo. I don't think anyone's surprised by Dash. Stephen just touching his dial sensually. Feigning heartburn, that's a new one. And I know Nick will certainly want to know. Granted, the full round hasn't been handed in yet, but Paneet's currently 4th in standing, so we're definitely going to get Paneet on the stream next round.
I'm going to break fast. I'm just going to find out if it is Paneet or someone's body doubled in.
Yeah, we're just going to go do random drugs testing on Paneet. Screen him for any kind of illegal glitter stims. Oh, he's got to have Dash now. He's got to have Dash now. Paul could do some serious damage here. If that's range 1, Paul could do some real damage. So, Paul, range 1 into Lebo. Spending that target lock. Poor, does he spend the focus? He spends the focus for 4 hits. That's twice Poe's spent the focus now. I think Lebo will be spending the focus as well. So that's going to be 2 damage going through onto Lebo. So that leaves Lebo with 3 hull. But crucially means Lebo doesn't have the focus for firing at Dash, which will go straight to Mangler on Dash. Oh, Lone Wolf reroll. Oh! Dash lives. Which means I don't think anyone was expecting. Is it outside of the donut? Dash by the skin of his teeth. I can't even believe he's alive, but he has a HLC shot on Lebo. 2 hits. Lebo dodges it effortlessly. But even so, just the fact that Dash Rendar is still on the table. I was not expecting there to be 3 dials this activation phase. This is certainly, I don't even want to call it anymore.
There's variation from 6 to 8.
Only played before today. I played 4 games with this.
So are you doing better? I'm not impressed. What? Oh my god! I don't know how to feel. I don't know whether to trust it or whether I'm gonna get a hot dog.
So what's Dash done? Bumping with Dash there. Probably his best hope. If Lebo bumps him, then he's probably laughing. Lebo anticipates, well, rather Ken anticipates the bump. Goes for a 2 shot.
As long as I wash it heavy first. I'll try that. Just because it's easy to 250 into the tool. I saw you stream, it's good. I heard Josh commentated.
I can't perceive Dash living another round, but I was so wrong last time. Stephen thinking about Poe Dameron's actions for the first time in his life. Pushes to boost off the BB-8 barrel. Does this put him with a shot on? If he's got a cheeky shot on, this will be pretty interesting.
The history is
Shoot firing a dash. So Lebo at dash. Poe had no shot. 3 hits. Dash is dead, right? Well, 2 hits and a crit. Dash goes down. But Lebo still has to kill Poe if Ken wants to win this. And there's just under 15 minutes left now. So, assuming no other casualties in this game, that would have Stephen scoring himself 74 and Ken only getting 54. So, if there's no more casualties, Stephen wins by 20 more. Poe's sitting on 1 shield and 3 hull. Lebo's sitting on 3 hull, I believe.
Three of them, they all have Gunner and Norwich cyclists. One has one has
Just under 14 minutes now. Mangle Cannon's just in.
I've got no money.
So 2 hits and a crit there. Poe takes the crit, which is his last shield.
Basically, say if you finish your game early, there's obviously
to eat hot dog. You should have said get sausage inside. Well, yeah,
So now it's 3 hull each. Lebo's always going to have those rerolls from Lone Wolf. Poe's often going to have his ability. Lebo will get more shots on though because he's got that 360 after his Mangle Cannon from the Outrider title. But if Poe can just survive, Stephen will win.
And he dropped down there.
wow.
This is actually really easy. Yeah, let's stay. Let's stay at the moment.
I couldn't make out if that was obscured or not. Hit crit. Well, you can only auto thrust as one of those, which means the crit's gone through, and this time it's a crit for real. Direct hit. Poe Dameron is on 1 hull. Is Ken gonna solo Steve's list with just Lebo? He seems gleeful. Rightly so.
Region, spending 2-3 weeks in close talks with YouTube to allow us to actually publish the final. After all the discussions that are going on there, we'll make something like that.
So it's really not looking good for our plucky T70 now. 1 hull left on Poe. Oh, congrats on the good showing yesterday, Nick. You'll have to let us know which three T70s it was. I'm assuming at least one of them was Snap, Red Ace, and someone. Maybe, who's the re-rolly one? Jess. Was something like Jess, Snap, and Red Ace? Maybe Neon Numb. Let's see the list.
Yeah.
Snap, Neon, and Jess, nice.
I'm having muffled as well. No. With the big food here and stuff like that, it could end up with being
Is this lights out for poor Dameron?
it's at there.
2 hits and a crit, right? Auto thrusters saves poor. Just under 9 minutes left now.
Our podcast is bad enough. Said that Lee Williams at Cloud City. Two now, 4 times. Have made Steve explode live on podcast.
I think we're probably about to just see Paul leg it in the corner. Yeah.
And then the next thing was
Probably even a boost as well, I'd imagine.
we tapped on the FAQ about the aggressive tail. And Steve's just there. So he's been saying, yeah. Anything to take that power away from the food. He bit a pencil completely in half and he shoved it in his mouth. You can hear him.
Steve's voicing that he's really trying to re-engage, but do so in a way that's safe. And he's definitely not playing for the 7.5 minutes that are left.
You don't know that story, do you? Sniff Jones. Yeah. No, Josh has just been explaining it, so yeah. Because he's got no
Paul gets the obstacle between himself and Levo there, giving himself the best possible chance.
And he tried to pull this. What happens at the NEC?
Here comes the shot.
What happens at the NEC gets put on Facebook for everyone to see.
2 hits and a crit. Auto thrusters saves Paul again. And back to Dials.
First spot for Josh. And then looks like he's like, oh no, I don't have any option whether I go to Worlds next year or not. In fact, I need as much Beanie sponsorship and t-shirts and stuff when I go over. Because Rasmus basically said he wants everyone now. Because me and Steve were the only two. Me and Steve went to the year was the only 2 teams flying the flag. For rhetoric, Josh was there trouncing for the other games. But, yeah. Oh no, Snowy was there. Josh, do a 5-minute show.
5 minutes on the round. So there's 5 minutes left. Steve doesn't have to stall much longer.
next round? Break or we're straight on to the next?
Straight on.
Straight off on the next one. You've got about another 10
Can the 3 children at the back of the room behave, please?
Is it Stockport?
It is.
We've got some lads taking the sip at the back of the room. Oh, sorry, missed the dice there. I'm getting distracted by people throwing things. Lebo vid pose shots. I'll stay with dice cam because Lebo's firing back. That's a hit and 2 crits.
Behaviour warning number 1 for all.
And Poe doesn't have enough dice out. So that is a very tight win to Ken Davies' Lebo Miranda build. Wins 100 to 74. So congrats to Ken. Hopefully we'll catch up with you later in the cup. Commiserations to Steve, because he's far from out of it yet. Next round, I promise we will definitely get everyone's favourite little angel on stream. So let's keep the hashtag going. And in a few minutes, I'll be back to pray for Panit's soul with you all.